Man, I've been watching The Rock for a long time. Finally, the millions and millions of people out there. Welcome to Views of a Flick. I'm William Defoe, aka Big Willie Style. And this is my non-spoiler review of Black Adam. Fresh out the theater. We've been waiting on this movie, I would say, since about, 2015? 2016? Maybe 2014, when they first announced that The Rock was going to be playing Black Adam. And when they made that announcement, The Rock wasn't even as big as he is now back then. And I mean that, like, physically, literally. He wasn't this size back then. But everybody saw that he was perfect to play Black Adam. It was like the character was made for him, kind of like Samuel L. Jackson with the new Black Nick Fury in the comics. It felt like The Rock was molded and Black Adam was made for The Rock to play. Everyone said that everyone anticipated this movie since it was announced. Had the highest expectations for this movie. Seeing The Rock, knowing that he wouldn't have to have on a body muscle suit, and oh my gosh, seeing The Rock in that suit, boy, whoo. That sound crazy. That sound too crazy. No, but seeing The Rock in the suit, he looks like a superhero. Like, he looks like he belongs in that suit. Like, he looked like he should be flying around helping and saving people in real life, even though that means he pretty much do really in real life. It's The Rock. What can you say? But about the movie, after that whole spiel and going into how we've been waiting since 2015, I would say this movie did not live up to the wait. If they had told me that this was the movie that we would be getting back then when he was announced as Black Adam, I don't think the majority of us would have been as excited to see it as we were. The Rock was the best part of this movie. Pierce Brosnan is in this movie. Aldous Hodge is in this movie. Quintessa Swindle is in this movie. Pierce Brosnan and The Rock are the best parts of this movie. Pierce Brosnan's Dr. Fate is perfect. Some of the choices that they made with Dr. Fate, I didn't like. Some of the choices that they made. I don't know who the hell put this Justice Society team together, but in that production room, somebody should have came in and been like, "Nah, we ain't going with them. that ain't the group that we going with. Especially if we going up against Black Adam and got Dr. Fate on the team. Like, let's get a couple more, OP players in here, a couple more recognizable faces, some people that people could gravitate to more, because to me it felt like Atom Smasher and Cyclone, it felt like they was really wasted in the movie, really. Especially Atom Smasher. I have no idea why he was even in the movie. Every time he talked, I just like, get off the screen. Like, why are you here? Like, they like that annoying person that, like, you work with and they walk into the break room and just start talking, and you just look at them like why are you even here? Why are you talking to me? Like, that's how you feel with Atom Smasher. Like, is one scene in the movie where shit about to get real and it's a tense moment in the movie. And here he come with a bucket of chicken. Like, for one, where you get the bucket of chicken from? For one. But it's like, um some of the writing choices and the directing choices that they decided to make in this movie, I wasn't necessarily a fan of. The director, Wame Colette Sarah, I didn't like a lot of the choices that he made visually. It really wasn't my cup of tea. It felt like he was trying to rip off of what other movies had did and perfected and done better than what he did. I enjoyed the fight scenes, but I thought he was doing a little bit too much camera moving with it. Like, it was too many cuts. It was too many. It was just too much going on, and which I understand it's hard to do that when you're doing a Black Adam, Man of Steel final fight scene style of fights, because you have to do that with Black Adam. Because I mean, it's the same power set, if not more, than Superman. So you have to do that type of stuff. But it was just some of his directorial decisions that he made just didn't sit well with me. I really didn't like it. The writers, Adam, hold on, Adam Zipskill, Rory Haynes, and Sarab. Not even trying to say it. No Shivani. You three gotta go. The dialogue in this movie is atrocious. Like, the dialogue in this movie is bad. And I don't want to just point out the writers and the director, because The Rock was very responsible in making this movie, putting this movie together, hiring everybody, getting all the writers, getting certain people into the movie. The Rock very much has his hands all over this movie. He wasn't just the star of this movie. He wasn't just Black Adam in the movie. No, he was everything. And the dialogue was just terrible. In every Rock movie, he always has like those one-liners that's always just cringy in the movies. Like, I don't know why they continuously do that with him. Just have him say these one-liners like he's still wrestling. Like, he don't have to do that in every single movie. But in this movie, all of the writing is just atrocious. The dialogue in this movie is atrocious. The Adam Smasher's dialogue, Hawkman's dialogue between him and Pierce, it was just like, okay, this is elementary writing here. Like, what kind of conversation is this? But it was, yeah, the writing was just bad. The writing was just terrible and all over the place. But the action scenes keep you into the movie. The Rock keeps you into the movie. Pierce Bronson and The Rock scenes together are great. I would say the third act of this movie and the ending fight scene is probably what does the movie end the worst. Once it got to the all right, and I know it sounds like I'm just bashing the movie, but the movie, let me go into some more positives of the movie. The movie is a okay watch. It's a fun time. You're not wasting your time. You wouldn't walk out of this movie saying that it's a bad movie. But I also don't think you'll walk out of this movie saying that it's a good movie. You would say, yeah, I had a good time watching it. Like, it was okay. I wasn't, you're, it's not a boring time. I guess after a certain point in the movie, you're like, okay, when is this about to be over? Um, Especially once the third act sets in and you get the actual villain of the movie. Is like, yeah, okay, y'all could have really went a different direction. We really didn't need this. Just some of the choices that they made with this movie, it was just, yeah, I don't know. Some of the writing choices, some of the directorial choices, the villain choice, I probably would have went a different route. I probably would have went a different route with it. Some of the changes from the comics that they decided to make, I know a lot of the DC people probably won't be happy with it, but get used to we should be used to it because they make changes to every movie. But yeah, we all knew from the jump once The Rock was casted as Black Adam that it wasn't going to be the same Black Adam from the comics. The straight up villain, if you messing with Condoc, coming straight for you. It wasn't going to be that. We knew that he would have some type of sympathy in his heart. He wouldn't be the ruthless ruler that he is in the comics. But like I said, I had an okay time watching this movie. I wasn't bored to a certain extent. I wasn't. It did feel a little. I will say this: a lot of the things that they do in the movie feels drawn out and feels like they should have cut it maybe a couple minutes shorter or a couple seconds shorter. It just like a few fight scenes in the movie felt like they dragged along. Certain jokes in the movie felt like they dragged along certain tropes that they wanted to do. Um, Certain arguments is like, my nigga, get over it, bro. Like, get over this shit. It's just certain arguments. It's just a lot of the shit just feels drawn out that it shouldn't. The writing could have been smarter. I'll just say that. I don't think I can call this movie a good movie. It's just okay. It's middle of the road. You don't really. It's one of those things. How they say. It's kind of bad to be middle of the road because you want people to have either a good opinion or a bad opinion about the movie. But it's like it's just the movie's just there. Really, you wanted it to be more. I believe the second movie will be a lot more and a lot better. I will say visually, the movie looks great. The CG looks great in the movie. Like I said, The Rock looks great in the suit. Everybody, all the suits look good to me. Aldous Hodge in his Hawkman suit looked a little goofy, but you get used to it. I guess you start to look over it. But outside of that, I really didn't have a problem with anyone's costumes visually, with anything in the movie visually. Really, all the CGI, everything looked great. But if I had to grade this movie, I would give it. I guess I would give it a C. A C, middle of the road. You didn't fail, but hey, you could do a whole lot better. Could do a whole lot better. And I think they will for the next movie. Like I said, I believe the second movie will be a whole lot better. Dwayne Johnson. I don't understand the Michael Buffer press tour that he's going on for this movie. This movie really didn't call for all that, but this is the biggest entertainer in the game, The Rock. So that's what we gonna get. Yeah, so that's been my views. That's been my views of Black Adam. I'm Will I Am Defoe, aka Big Willie Style. We're gonna see y'all next time. Peace.